You're... All characters in this game are over the age of 18. So am I, buddy. Okay, I'm not. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a positive experience playing this game. Would you like to review detailed content warnings, which contain spoilers? Alternatively, in-game warnings can be enabled in the same menu. No spoilers. No spoilers. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you have noted the game's age rating in your region. If not, consider. No. I'm an adult. I'm an adult. Yeah. Hey, okay. Okay. Hey. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she may draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this. But starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just saw an idol in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I did too, bro. I need to stop. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Sienna boy. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the streets together and make our way to school. Bro, is there auto captions in this? Like, do we got auto cap? Ain't no auto captions. Ain't no auto captions. There's no. The audio? There's no voice acting. Yeah. By the way, Sienna boy, have you decided on a club to join yet? I think I'm gonna be in the high school actually, I'm not gonna be in any clubs from my high school. Maybe. I don't know. If they ever have an F&F club. A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of letting you become a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. What is a NEET? What? Bro. You don't trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? Exactly, bro. Just book it down the street. More than that, I'm surprised I let myself even lunch her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate anything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Yeah, anime! Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come to the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm not the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd never catch. Wait, what? I thought I catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw him just sitting there and spacing out. So I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might just need some encouragement, so I thought, no. Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Yo, I let her know though. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Just she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club. She inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Type. In college, when I go in high school, I'm not really gonna be in clubs because I don't really got time for clubs. Maybe like in free periods. Instead of doing like the girl impression, I want to say like hi. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. Exactly. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold myself for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori's always... Wait, what? Bro, I say the... Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Hey. See that boy. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. ... All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly... I can't say that. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She's also the one who makes cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can't just ignore her when she gets moody. Oh, you can. I'm sorry. Sayori says that quietly to my ear, then turns back towards the girls. Anyways, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, that boy. Monica smiles sweetly. We do not know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, that boy. We make room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry. I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! I can't do that. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The decorations all cupcake. Y'all don't have to. It doesn't really do anything to the flavor. Flavor, but whatever y'all prefer. So cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my finger, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Hey yo, Natsuki is quiet. Why are you quiet? I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this someone before? Made them for you or anything. Eh? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for you, no. You, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. IRL, I really do not like tea. I like coffee. I'm American. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. Well, I thought I said, well, we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Damn! Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd rather much take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't any more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really start this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Susiana boy, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. I don't read at all, unless it's a graphic novel or a comic. Manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that could change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, completely passionate about her reading. It gets to a point, man. It gets to a point. I don't... liking reading, it's cool, but it's not for me. It's not for me. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. You know, I like a lot of things. Yuri. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, I just... Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looks like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. Give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometimes? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. At this point, I'm just going to talk in my normal voice. Showing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have any writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. ... I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aww, I wanted to read everyone's poem. It sounds kind of corny saying it in my voice, so I'm gonna say it back to how I was doing it. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Susie, that boy? I just got here. I don't know what y'all talking about. Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back into the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I've never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decisions. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry. I thought, that boy. You all. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. I can't be saying that stuff when I got a girl. Right. Okay, I decided then. I'll join the literature club. Man! You could have went to the gaming club, man. Or the anime club, man. Could hit some Chainsaw Man. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Zoe wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came back for the cup... Oh, I'm back. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. And then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Ah, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. See that, boy? I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel like the anxiety welling up inside me. Feeling good. Sorry, I meant feel. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, CCI that boy. Since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! Oh, it's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whatever poem you like the most.
See, I like Monica the most. But, so I'm not really trying to impress no one. Or, I'm the favorite club member. Loud. Or, dream. Artie. Extraordinary. Inferno. Vivid. Dazzle. Yeah. No. Yeah. Vibrant. Yeah. Bliss. Yeah. Empty. Yeah. Wait. Oh, what? Say yours. Why jumping up and down? Or, music. No, I don't like the food. Yeah. Who would click this? Examination.
Bah. Wow, boy. Hi again, see that boy. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. I won't run yet. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, you see that boy. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. Shut up. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Sayori, who gave you permission to make the shots? Shut up. God damn. You need to be quiet, girl. Or I get my real girl, and she'll beat you up. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in her club room. Nah! She just got aired out. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Monica is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Oh. See, that boy always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Hey, I'm a big arson. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and see that boy can become good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she's put me into. This is lucky me. Oh, Yuri even buy you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this mission. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So, nice gestures from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulled out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you may enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss if you wanted. Yeah, I'm taking. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she think I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. No, I'm not. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. So where do I fit in all this? I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always wait. Oh, I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to the creative mind. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to the to the creative mind. What's this? Sayori is talking really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh? That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Good thinking. So, Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Yeah, you're embarrassing. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyways, we still need to work out the details of the event itself.
I found myself smiling, and Sayori still reads herself. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things that make them come to life. Yo, that's actually some good motivation. That's some very good motivation. That type of motivation will really get you far in life. I have huge respect to people who has a mindset like that. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see other girls see the world through her eyes. I opened my eyes to find Sayori's face still in my vision. I nearly fell out of my chair.
Sorry. Wait, actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. Shut up. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. That's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gone up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. All my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair trying to straighten out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bowl isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right there. Here. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer button. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I started to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Phew! That's so much better. Sayori puts her arm out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't let me do. Then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Huh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyways, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. If you're doing it again, Sayori. Aw, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impressive to tell with you. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Oh. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out, why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! See that boy? I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. Bro, I told you, bro. We should have just stuck with the anime club. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. Our relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find myself inspiration, since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find something to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled shelf of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bag. I do the same myself. Who should I share my poem to first? It doesn't matter. I'm definitely most comfortable with sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. ... Oh my goodness, this is so good to see that boy. I love it. I had no idea he was such a good writer. I'm really not a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. See? I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I look like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it because I wrote it? Just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a CC That Boy poem. And that makes it feel extra special. I know I'm finna get in an argument. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, CC That Boy. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? try new things like this for other people. That's something only good people do. Really good people. Thanks, Sayori. Hey, but good friends, they'll rock with you, yo. You know, like if you know those type of people, those are good people. It's really lucky to meet a good friend. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't know. I do videos to inspire people. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, then I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay. Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. What the oh. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead held me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue, it's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. It's alright, Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Ah, yes. I didn't mean to say it like it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? Decent. It just sounds like you. Really? Yeah, especially that last line. I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I don't have breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me. This is so much fun. Monika's the best. Why are you complimenting Monika all of a sudden? Ah, yes. But next time, I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Natsuki can wait. Dot. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay, this is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri blushes her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that you are usually typical of new writers that are. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable things I realized in new writers is that they try to make their style more deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that could go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Biased? How? That's exactly why I skipped her. I picked you, Yuri. Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself or me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily. as if that's a rare opportunity for, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? I cannot read this. Ghost under the light, the tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing, it must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. The end. Thank you. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. It's not terrible, it's just mad cursive. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read it. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. And that's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since our first time sharing, I want to write something a little more mild. Something easy to something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost theory? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Sienna boy. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their words. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being I don't know what that word is. Compared to a ghost. Excuse me. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Alright, since Monica's leader, we gotta save it for last. Why do they all just ... question mark? Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. I just didn't provoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? Yo, you saw this is exactly like on. I'm gonna be quiet. This is relatable. That's all I'm saying. This is very, very relatable. I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. This was kind of trash, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I really didn't. Apparently I did like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be, I don't know what that word is, and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But on the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It really helps bring out feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old anyone is, but if Natsuki is really proud, then I won't take that away from her. And now we got Monica. Hi, Sienna boy. I've been having a good time so far. Yeah. I feel like Monica's one of those, like, she's like really like Like, I don't know. She has some good grammar. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ah ha ha ha. Don't worry, Cecilia, boy. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past. And yeah, that's true. I handed Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if we hadn't had those sorts of things in common. Ah, well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the type of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Sayori. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. You got all that from a son. That's surprising. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. You shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit though, either. I'm sure I'll end up trying things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable about this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else may be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of style, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way anyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Ahaha. Ahaha. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound very confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Okay, it's kind of like Sayori's, but less cursive. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. You have a crazy-ass neighbor. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gone pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of people have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming out strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a certain specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tighten it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew! I guess that's everyone. I got around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monaco are happily chatting. My eyes landing on Yuri and Sayori. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it didn't really come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. I didn't like it. It was stupid. Talking about eagles and monkeys. Don't know what that was about. Sayori liked it. See that boy did too. No, I didn't, honey boo. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. See that boy likes my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize he was so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that that boy appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I wouldn't deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. You? Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I was the one whose boobs magically grew a bigger size as soon as that boy started showing up. Natsuki, that's a little... That doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. See that boy? She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this would have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all these big words, bro? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, that boy. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings the most efficiently. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, that boy? Well, I mean, there's no issue doing stuff differently. I mean, as long as you're getting it done, it's like, I don't know. I'm just saying, there's no wrong thing doing it differently as long as it's getting done. ... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course that's gonna be, nah. Sayori, I choose you! Did I just click Natsuki on accident? Oh, thank God. Sayori! Huh? Yeah! Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? And that boy. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that makes her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why. Exactly why nobody likes. Stop. Oh damn. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. That's what I'm saying. There's no issue being different as long as it's getting done. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you many feelings with just a few words. Nah, her poem was kind of trash. There was no sense. It's talking about eagles and monkeys and birds. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented, so why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's, we gotta chill. Holy, bro. Holy, Sayori. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind a chair with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So, this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I could blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own way, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. How long is this vid? 49? Damn. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see yourself get hurt. You make it sound like you know she's gonna get hurt, Monica. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How'd you all feel about studying poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. That boy, how about you? It was alright. Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. ... I think to myself. I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. That boy, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly hasn't been a while since Sayori and I spent this much time together. I really can't say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I could sense why they make good friends with you. Yo, I'm just looking at the bottom, and what I should have saved that stuff, bro. I should have saved that. That would have been amazing. Oh, are we serious? You know, that boy. It's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me and I think everyone really likes you too. That's every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll try to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulders. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Actually, nah, because when I do it, I'm gonna do it and then present. So I'm gonna act like it's a whole nother day. Any settings change would be lost. Do you want me to return it to the list? Yeah. I think I just messed up. So that's gonna be it of today's video. I guess we might get a new series. Anyways, I love you all again. Hope you guys like, subscribe, with post notifications on. I will see you in another video. Bye bye.